I will make you understand.
Sam Cobble.
Hi, Sam Carbo from Australian Associated Press. Sorry, Lord Monckton, you say that you should reject the consensus, but isn't a scientific consensus a consensus of evidence rather than a consensus of opinion? And you say that you're willing to be convinced. What would it take for you to be convinced that climate change was happening?
Right. First of all, climate change has been happening for the last 4,567 million years since that Tuesday on which the world first formed and the first wisps of the atmosphere. So, of course, I do not deny that climate change is happening, nor do I deny that if we add CO2 to the atmosphere, some warming is likely to result. But as a specialist in the field of the determination of climate sensitivity, and I lecture on this, as I've said, at faculty level, I can assure you that there is no agreement among those scientists who have studied that question on how much warming there is going to be, and I have already adduced evidence from the Royal Society who have said exactly that in terms in their restatement of the science on climate just this year.
I really have to applaud Sam Cardwell for pointing out a very basic fact about the scientific consensus, that it is a consensus based on evidence and not opinion or some other ulterior motivation. Scientists go where the evidence leads them, they don't make the evidence fit their views. That's behavior that ends careers. During this part of the debate he yet again asserts that climate sensitivity is low and that there is no consensus on how much warming a doubling of CO2 will cause. This is false. If we take a look at an overview of what the scientific literature says on climate sensitivity, you will see that they agree a lot. Generally they are consistent with a range of 2 to 4.5 degrees warming for a doubling of CO2, the number the IPCC uses in their report. If he was a specialist in climate sensitivity, he should know this. There are very few papers that disagree with this vast majority in literature. Most of them are from so-called skeptics like Monckton and often are riddled with problems. As Monckton uses a few of those papers later in the debate, I'll talk about those issues there.